We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of 2 Cents Plus. So, I had another video about the build design and the pathing that they had changed from the last patch, and they had already released a new update that night. So, I'll probably still be doing a showcase to show you guys the pathing and how it works now and what a simple solution is to our previous build. A lot of people watched that video. It's probably one of the most viewed videos I've had in a long time, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's just a quick fix. It's nothing too major. But right now we're going to get into some of the patch notes. So the major one, which is the first one on the list, this is the biggest standout, is attributes are no longer gated by your level, which is very nice. That is very nice because that was extremely annoying, and it locked you out of some really good stuff that you could get, you know, up until the upwards of level 60. So, you know, you could never reach your max potential or full potential up to 60. So specialization, which was their goal in the first place, it really kind of seemed out of reach. You kind of still had to even out your stats, because even if you had the points available to use for those stats to specialize your character, you couldn't use them until you got to the required level anyway. So specialization just kind of wasn't really a thing. And I don't think that's what their intent was. They made a big point out of specialization from the beginning, and I think they want to make good on that with this patch. So it says you can specialize very early in game, but now attributes cost more for higher ranks. That makes much more sense, and that was kind of the way that it was before. So they've kind of mixed the old with the new. The goal is now to allow players to specialize into classes early game and be awesome at a few things and okay or poor at other things, which is how it should be. That's how it should have been. That's what I thought it was going to be. But it wasn't. Or you can be a jack of all trades. The choice is yours. With the cost of higher attributes being steeper, players will probably want to specialize in one or two attributes and get the best perks in those attributes late game. There will be less god tier characters who have every perk unlocked. That makes more sense. We are now looking for feedback, such as, are there any exploits or server severe imbalances with this new system? So I'm excited about this new system, and this is what we are going to talk about today. There are lots of other things on this list, but we'll get into those later. We're not going to really talk about them too much, except for probably the adjusted XP for resource harvest, upgrade and repair, block damage and stamina cost rebalance, which is severely needed to be because it's pretty fucking bad right now. Stamina balance is abysmal on this game. I'm sorry, it just is. But anyway, continuing on, the goal here is to talk about the XP. So let's go in the game here. This is a fresh game on the new alpha b231, brand new. I took the liberty of giving myself a fuck ton of XP, and I am level 300 right now. So I can allocate skills to my heart's content, and we'll be able to see exactly how this plays out. So let's just say, for example, because levels not gated anymore. So let's go here, and we look at this. You see that? Instead of there being levels here, there are points. And the point requirement gets higher and higher every time it goes down. You remember, guys, these were levels. It was like level 10, 20, 30, 40, etc. All the way up until, I believe, level 100. But they've changed this now, and I can already tell that I like this system much, much more. Because, so for example, when I first started playing this game, I wanted to be a brawler. Like, I wanted to be a tanky, ass-kicking brawler. So as long as you have the points for it, I can put every point in the strength. I can unlock all of those right now. Now that I have the points, but let's just say I didn't cheat to get those points or whatever. I could put all these points into strength, and I could max out my character based on what it is I want to do. So let's see here. Minor 69er says it costs 1 point for the first upgrade. Cool. Second upgrade is also 1 point. Third upgrade, also 1 point. Oh, it looks like... So this is interesting. It seems like the regular upgrades, like these skills right here, are all still 1 point across the board. Now, I thought these were going to increase too, but it seems like they only decided to do the attribute upgrades and increase the points for there, which is actually pretty good. That actually makes things a little bit easier than I initially thought they were going to be. They might nerf that though, like they might tweak it a little bit and make some adjustments in between, because I feel like I don't know, depending on how many points you get and how much you level up, that's going to be pretty significant. So I had 299 points, and I got 58 right now. So that took 40 something, somewhere around there, points to get full strength. Let me see. Yeah, that wasn't too crazy. Now, depending on how many points you get per leveling up, you start off what, 5 points after you do the initial quests, and then 1 point per each level after that, as far as I know. I haven't really been paying too much attention to that. I think some levels you get maybe 1 or 2 points at a time. And we'll do some more extensive testing on that. I just wanted to test the system and see exactly how this is working now. And from the looks of it, specialization is definitely in reach. So if, for example, you already start off with 1 level. This next one's 1 point. That's 2 points. That's 4 points. That's 6 points. That's 8 points. That's 11 points. That's 15 points. That's 20 points. And that's 26 points. So, from the looks of it, 26 points will get you fully specialized in one particular skill set. And it'll probably be in your best interest to try to get these as far off as you can. I'd probably say maybe, from the looks of each one of these categories, probably 7 would be the sweet spot. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. Yeah. So 7 would probably be a good sweet point to start off with. You get up to at least 7, and then these still have levels. So 7 will get you to level 4, it seems, in each one of the designated classes. Let's see here. If I want to get to level 4 here. Oops. Let's go here. Yes, 7. Yep. So 7 for each one. That'll get you at least to level 4. And then once you've kind of min-maxed any of the other skills that you want or whatever, you could finish off and get up to level 10 to get to level 5. And that'll probably be the best way to go. That's nice. You get all the added benefits from the skill itself, or from just leveling up that attribute itself, like all the extra melee and block damage here, all the extra ranged damage and accuracy there, the max health here, bring you up to 160, stamina up to 160, and crafting up to 50% faster, up to 0.7. Which I think would be a perfect sweet spot for setting up your actual builds for your characters. So now, before, the conversation of builds wasn't really a thing. Even though that they intended for it to be so, it just wasn't really a thing. There was no real way to kind of establish a build or set it up, because you kind of had to evenly distribute your points anyway, because you were barred by level. So if you didn't use those points, it just felt like a waste, and you weren't doing anything until you got to the required level. So this should be exciting. I'm actually pretty excited about this new update and the way we're going to be able to customize our characters. And I want to give a huge shout out to the creators of 7 Days to Die for really putting forth the effort to make this game better. Like it seems like almost every week they're updating this game and listening to actual feedback to make it better, which is a fucking far cry from Bethesda and other companies who just don't seem to give a shit about their players and their viewer base. So hats off to you, because the Fun Pimps seem to actually give a shit, and I appreciate that. So guys, let me know what you think about this new leveling up system. It seems to be pretty interesting. I am a huge fan of the way that it's set up now and the way that the points are allocated. That level gating shit was not optimal, but this is significantly better, and I already got the cogs turning in my head about possible builds that I want to go for. And like I said, remember, 7's the sweet spot. 7 is what I would go for in any designated build that you are specializing in. 7 is the go-to. That'll get you up to at least level 4 in any one of your designated skills that you want to pick. And then once you've kind of specialized your character out to that point and got all the side stuff that you wanted to get, you can max that out for endgame, and you'll be good to go. I think that's awesome. I really like those changes. So hit that like button, guys. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. The nation is growing every single day. You guys are watching the streams and enjoying them, and I really appreciate it. Make my dreams come true, guys. I know that's asking for a bit much, but I would really appreciate all of you guys' support. So keep it coming. Stay tuned for all of the streams and stuff. I love talking to you guys there and hanging out with you guys. Say goodbye to Mr. Boar, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.